Still waiting for Almirante to get back in here. Invite only. Almirante's enjoying back in. We're going to kick things off again on Bedrock Best of 3. Texmex versus Theory Crafters. Let's go, boys. We saw the leaders there. It looks like it was Forge. Yep. The Forge. Yep. I don't know. I didn't see exactly who it was. I'm sure these players are honest here and have honor. I did see the, I think it was, I don't know what I saw. Let's throw it out the window. Yep, that's what I saw. Yep, Forge versus Cansano Decimus. We saw the Cansano Decimus ran already by the Theory Crafters as they did utilize this same leader composition for Bedrock. It was very aggressive, double scout opener, along with some brutes if an overextended mini was taken, and that's going to be taken on by Yap and Forge, and that was actually utilized by Reagan and Heckler, so they already kind of have a preconception of how to approach this. Again, Bedrock has got a lot of minis. It's going to come down to who acquires what minis on the map. If some are going to be overextended and taken, if some are just going to be naturally being taken. We did see an issue with the last Yap not having enough minis to be able to help out his teammate there, who was being 2v1 for quite some time and had no units to be able to try to get that. But let's jump back on board against Suban, who's open with Jackrabbit, and Marine takes some natural blue there, heading off to the side. Let's take a look at Yellow. Chopper and Harvester already set up, going to try to challenge for the power bundle. That's going to be Scootman versus Almirante, and Almirante can open up a Jackrabbit up as well, take some natural blue there. He's going to send off his center Marine to take a more of a ones approach. Take that off to the center here because he knows he cannot fight this right side because of the chopper that is going to be inbound to secure that container. Yellow soaring on over, curious to see where this chopper goes. Looks like he's going to try to hunt for that. Almirante knows he doesn't want anything overextended. I mean, none of his minis stolen. He hasn't overextended yet. He's already taken that, taking some natural blue. Hasn't set his third pad down, but it looks like he's soaring on over. Try to secure a last mini. Yellow is going to overextend here onto the opposite side. Press on for this Yellow. He's going to get the side container of Yellow and challenge for Almi's natural gas there. That's going to be an issue for Almirante. Send down gen number 3rd there. Still a little short on the Yellow here. It's going to slow his build. Hasn't picked up another mini. Bsafetho trying his best to overextend and take a mini. Let's take a look at the Yap player stuff. Opened up a triple supply, set a 2nd gen, and got the double mini across the map. He's now in position to take his own minis on his side. Again, we're probably going to see a chopper pump coming out of Bsafetho once more, as we did see him utilize that in his games earlier. One overextended, and Almirante is going to get the overextended mini from Abumosh, who has only 1 mini. I didn't see his opening pathing, but he knows that's going to be an issue. He's opened up his racks already. Maybe he's saving up his eco to double pump some choppers here, but that's going to be really bad coming at Abumosh. Last time we saw him take this back mini, but Scootman's going to take that, and he never secured his natural mini on the forward side there. Does have a racks up to deal with that double mini there. Saving some eco, but he needs those slots to be able to pump these choppers. That's going to help in the longer run. Bsafe's setting a couple supply pads down. Bsafe's got a ton of minis, and that's what you want to see at a Yap. A lot of points to be able to pump from. And Abumosh with the clutch play, overextension with the chopper. Ended up stealing that mini that Bsafetho wanted to pick up. It'd be hard for him to afford. Abumosh again, already pumping choppers here. He's got the Bruce rolling on out. Gonna try to deal with this stolen mini here coming out of Bsafetho pretty quick. I'll drop coming in to counter some mines that were sent on the front half there. The reps coming out of Scoot. Cansano fares well against Yap because she does have that heated battle first point. So all of these free units that are not doing a lot of damage, he can do damage to and pick up that buff from individual units. That's going to be the focal point there. Almirante is going to try to press on in here. He's got his Forge Hog on the front half of the mini there, as he did steal one. Looks like he's going to try to cause a little bit of ruckus. We're going to see a Forge Hog combined with some rabbits. He's going to back those rabbits on out, but this is gonna, if this is found out up here, this is going to be an issue because that hog is not upgraded and there's enough choppers to deal with it, along with the vortex already. Chopper's going to soar up here, catch the armory. If the rabbits turn around and try to deal with that, they got about 1 flamer and 1 brute to finish dealing with that. Forge Hog is being upgraded in the background. Locked inside of there. It's going to be safe. Going to finish on that up there. Dark blue, that's going to be Bsafe with his Yap Yap. Trying to take a front half node here. He stopped by Scoot Man. Abumosh is very aware that this Forge Hog is locked inside of this base. He's going to press here. You know he's got that Vortex in pocket. He's got enough choppers on the field to be able to ram that thing to death, but a Vortex just in case it's not. Scoot's already burned his Hell Drop once already. That's still on a cooldown there as he's challenging for the front node. Heavy grunts coming out of Bsafe. Did some cannon fodder. They were probably expecting choppers. I was also expecting choppers, but he's actually opting in for heavy grunts. Probably gonna get that EMP round. He's gonna be able to challenge this double scout. Look, Almirante lost his leader. Almirante opted in for the Forge Hog. Got the anvil off. Gonna try to rebuild it back at home as he's got a double gen set up. Sama's gonna push up on here. Again, Vortex in the pocket. Heavy grunts are gonna be challenged here. Out seeing some EMPs coming down out of the heavy grunts. Bsafe 2v1 right here, and Almirante cannot help because that Forge Hog late to the party. Forge Hog's finally gonna rally in. Did preserve some of his own respective rabbits. Again, Vortex, Sono drop, and that turret drop's coming off the third point. This wombo combo from both sides is going to be nuts, and I just want to see when they decide to utilize it. Blue team stacking on top of each other. They are not messing around. They want these nodes. They're pushing on up with the heavy grunts. 2 nodes to 1 so far. Scoot's going to back on up, and so are these scouts. They do know exactly what's in pocket for the Yap Yap player. That's going to be the mines and turret drop. Dark Blue's going to take advantage of this downtime with the greedy Expo. They're going to take a second node, but they do feel confident enough to be able to challenge. And here comes the push, and here comes the wombo combos. That's bound to happen here. A lot of choke points here for these scouts. They got to be careful here. Siphon set down there for the Decimus player. We're going to see this engagement here. They're really stacked here, and there's the wombo combo. The mines are coming down along with the scatter bomb for the stuns. It's going to miss a couple of units there. Not too bad of a loss there for red team. They're coming in with their own respective stuns. Vortex coming down. Hell Drop hasn't been spent there. They're going to focus that Forge Hog down. Y-Ability's going to come down and catch a lot of those choppers there. And that Forge Hog is still going to go down. But that was a great trade coming out of blue. Fantastic trade. Again, these heavy runs with their EMPs are going to stun these scouts. They're going to lose map control just like that. Red team has opted in for expansions as well. Blue team has not. Almirante in Tech 2. He's going to want to upgrade that Forge Hog and get him right back on out. Bsafe naturally expoing already, getting all of his pads down, setting his eco up for a foundry build to back up those choppers. I mean, the heavy grunts that he has on out currently at the moment. They're going to press on up here. They still have not. Let's see if they know about it. They don't know about it. They are scouting for it now, but Dark Blue is barely figuring out that they have. Red team has an expansion. Yellow also has one as well. Take a look at Abumosh, who's in Tech 2. Again, probably going for that Banshee play that he wanted to do earlier. Didn't get to fully roll that out. I'm actually going into the garage to support Jackrabbit build that he has going on, and that's going to be 3 nodes for blue. Red team lost a lot of momentum there. Again, that third point always shifts. Always, it makes a massive difference depending on how they are chained and when they are timed out and how the armies stack up. Forge Hog is back on out. He's going to be upgraded in a hot second. 7 seconds out. Double garage coming down. 4 nodes to 1 now. And this is getting a little out of hand for red team. We see 4th point up for blue team. Hunters coming on out to try to deal with any extra scouts that are going to be on out. And this is getting really bad for red team. Got 2 turrets up on defense for Scootman. It looks like that 4th point's going to be dropped here for Bsafe. He might have a population issue. Might have opted in for Grunt Dome over the drop for Yap Yap. We'll find out here in just a second. Banshees are trying to come on over. There's not a lot of Banshees. Take a look at Abumosh's population. 30 population of Banshees trying to come on over. He does have that Siphon in pocket. Should be back online here, but I don't know if this will be enough. That is a T2 Forge Hog. It is a beast on its own. Locked his base, had a couple Flame Hogs in pocket. Hunter's going to help deal with that. Turrets are being focused down coming out of blue team here. Reaver's already rallying in from the Yap Yap player. Kodiak set on the backside. That's that 4th point there. We're seeing 4th point coming out of red here. Hogs coming down trying to do some damage to these heavy grunts. That's the problem. Grunt Dome opted in for Bsafe here. It's going to be stunned and used with a mine. That's going to delete a lot of red's units here. Kodiak's doing a lot of splash damage here. Siphoned Hogs trying to survive, keep the population count up. Forge on defense with the Wolverine to stop those Banshees that were trying to pick the Kodiaks for his teammate. And just like that, Scootman is down to 27 population. Abumosh sitting on 13. He does have an expansion. Scoot overextended, taking his expansion, but Forge knows no bounds with his eco. He is up in front and center here with his teammate. Got counter units. He's got these Kodiaks in the background doing a lot of splash damage, being a massive issue there. That Grunt Dome preserved a lot of Bsafe's units there. Kodiaks are going to be the problem. It's not going to be the counter units, along with a beefy leader coming out of Forge. Anti-infantry turret up for Scoot, man. That's going to be focused down by the Forge player. Bsafe dealing with units, and Almorante's stripping the base, dealing with the eco here. Scootman's going to disconnect, and game number 1 is going to be handed over to Bsafe and Almi. Texmex versus Theory Crafters. Texmex is going to take game number 1. Again, this is round number 3, best of 3 still. $350 for first place, no double elimination, all on the line here. Take a look at the ecos and units destroyed there. Scootman only destroying 9 units as he was 2v1 towards the end there. And again, the game came down to that 3rd point engagement there that we saw go down in the center. Move on to round number 2. Again, these are more standardized maps. We're going to see that going down on Frontier. I can find it. Frontier. Double check. Round number 3 is Frontier. Yeah. Let's get it going and rolling. Game number 1, hand it over to Bsafe and Almi. Going straight into game number 2. Round number 3 before we move on to quarterfinals. Like I said, if you want to follow along, check out the beefy players that are playing right now. It's not just this map. The whole bracket is stacked. You can type in exclamation point bracket down below, exclamation point maps to see what is going on. You jump into game number 2 here, exclamation point donate down below if you want to hit me some dollars for the content. Again, if you guys are enjoying these tournaments and you want to be part of it and you want to jump in on the action, I'm sure there's many more tournaments to come. This is Thrown On, hosted by Liam White. You can type in exclamation point Discord down below. Get all future updates and information direct from the source. I don't know what happened. Backed out. Round 3, Bedrock Frontier Rift. Again, we're seeing no repeats come across the tournament. There are bans up until the finals. Each respective team, we're going to see no Vortis, no Shipmaster, or those were the choices made by these teams here. We are going to jump into game number 2 here, and Theory Crafters got it all on the line here. They got to bring this game back to take it to game number 3. This can swing either way. We are seeing Trox opted in for either team. I mean, for both teams here. And we're seeing Serena Cutter. Again, Texmex, two of the best players in the game currently at the moment against Scootman and Abumosh, and they've both been making a massive splash in the scene. Abumosh taking on some big names recently, and Scoot getting back into his good swing, his good form here. We're going to watch this game unfold in front of our eyes. Ugh. Buttons are weird. Gen first coming out of Abumosh. Abumosh is going to opt in for Prox here, so you want to get that leader out ASAP. He's going to be coupled by Serena. He's also going Gen first, so we're probably going to see a lot of cheese here, but a lot of the focus is going to be these top minis. Especially for Serena, a lot of these node control is going to make that much of a difference. Scoot did not open up a unit. He did pick up his mini, respectively, ASAP. He's going to pick up some blue. Challenge for his yellow. Let's take a look at the Cutter player who's going to open up a double supply pad. The opening unit's going to be a Marine. He's going to send it top middle, expecting a little bit of challenge coming out of yellow, but little does he know he went Gen first. Bsafe opening up Gen second here. As his Trox is going to get away with the free power bundles. Red's way too far to challenge for that, but that's technically going to be his natural yellow there. Bsafe's going to try to overextend here, but Scootman was already top middle, grabbed his mini and his yellow. Going to bait this chopper into the Sentinels over here. Bsafe's going to try to do what a chopper should be doing. Opening up, picking UNSC units as they cannot fight choppers early. A little bit of micro here, battle going on. But again, Scoot did harness his natural gas there. Bsafe's going to get his gen second. We're not seeing an early armory coming out of Bsafe. Take a look at Almirante, who opened up gen third. Rax fourth. Flight pad on the forward mini. Where things are going to start getting interesting. The Bison 20 seconds out. He does have a Rax, and that's a bit of a ruse here. Blue's going to notice that, but they're not going to know about this Bison. That's fourth pad there. Atrax chosen. Fourth pad as well. Finally picking up his natural mini off to the backside there. 19 seconds out, so a lot of aggressions to be met here. Blue team is definitely not expecting this Bison. They're going to start opening up snipers expecting a lot of cheese, which will come eventually from the Serena. And the Atrax chosen's already on the field. He's going to be helping taking their first node there. Curious to see how this is going to go down. This is some head games going on here. Bison 40 seconds out, cannot be upgraded immediately. Going to be coupled with some Marines here. The red team has got to take some nodes. Blue team already on the forward node. The node strat there with Cutter. Second point online. They have to be able to get... God damn, that fucking notification is so loud. Got to take some nodes to take advantage of Serena's second point there. God damn it. Why is that so loud? Cutter naturally opting in for his leader. I mean, not leader, Marine snipers there. Spamming those for the next 4 minutes. Finally seeing this engagement going down center here. Blue's already taken that front node. It's going to be trying to be taken by red. Cutter got away with that quick node, and the Bison is in front center with the ice block set down. Cutter's going to have to back on up. He's got leader. I mean, why do I keep saying leader? He's got Marines and snipes trying to challenge against a double leader here. Serena pushing out forward, coupled right next to Trox, and this is going to be an issue. Serena still has not taken any nodes here. She's finally trying to get that one on the front side there. Serena's going to be picked up by Scoop, man, but he's got this leader pressed forward, and they have to take this map control here as this is the focal point. A lot of choke points that the blue team eventually has to go through here. They're going to start challenging that mini top middle. They're going to press on up to take that overextended mini on the front side there. Mines are going to be set coming out of the Trox player, but blue's going to be able to see that. Finally taking some nodes. They've taken the forward nodes here. 95% completed there. Cutter's going to re-challenge that. We're seeing nades coming out of the Cutter player there. Chopper soaring on in from blue here. Coupled by the Trox. Try to pick the Serena. The shields are dropped, but a lot of defensive play here. Great micro coming out of each side. Nobody wants to overextend yet. They both sides do need that third point to really make a play here. But Trox is just getting beefier and beefier with all these grunts. Leader. And they got the node control. They're utilizing Serena's powers there. And they got that front and center node full of ice. Dark Blue's going to have a hard time taking over. But they do have a Cutter player. First passive power is going to let them take that node back pretty quick without being fully frozen. Watch this engagement unfold here. Side really craving for that third point. They're even on leader points here and the leader bar progression. Mines are going down coming out of the Trox player. No choppers opted in for. Mines out of the UNSC player, but he's losing a lot of Marines here. He's launching them down, trading for the grunts here, but the leaders both have full shields. Snipers are microed off to the side. Snipers finally trickling in for the Serena player there, and this is going to be the push right here. Trox is being slowed. Sniper's doing a lot of damage. Trox on the yellow side has been popped. NG in the sky. NG's going to be focused here. Mine's coming down on the front side there, trying to press these snipers, and he's going to lose his Trox just like that. Going to get sniped away, and now Serena is in peril. Still a lot of units coming out of red side here. Trying to play some defense. Right back and forth here. Cutter still got a lot of those snipes on the backside there. Third point finally online. Bulwark probably most likely out of both sides. Blue team's going to be pushed on up. Bulwark coming down for the yellow team to try to save the leader. NG in the sky. ODST coming down out of the... A second heal coming down. That's a Bulwark and a heal. Mines are going to come down to try to bait the heal here. That's a lot of mines. The ODST mines. NG's in the sky. Trox's mines finally go off. Dang. And that leader is going to survive due to the NG 11 population coming out of Abumosh. He's going into Tech 2 now. He's going to want to get his trucks back out. That's queued there. Dude, man, no watchtowers here. Everything has been focused on this top middle. Blue team did get away with that node back on their respective side. Arena's got to take this back node to keep that power consumption coming in. But these NGs, great micro right here coming out of red and yellow. This is some teamwork here. Abumosh focusing these NGs to keep this unit alive, which held their position. Almirante hanging on to a couple of ODST and a majority of his snipes. He's got to back on up. He cannot fight that leader with snipers. Doesn't have enough Marines to fight it, as well as he did opt in for nades. Natural expansion coming out of Abumosh here. Got an Apex up still. Cutter's going to try to make a play here. He's going to do a little backdoor play, get the attention to pull for red team to pull back as they could try to expand and get their units back online. T2 for Bsafe, setting down a double foundry. We saw him try to pump the scouts earlier, didn't work on out. Still craving for some blue here. He's going to want to double pump those units. Scorch rounds, 5 seconds on out. We're going to see a top mid push here once more coming out of blue. T2 coming out of Almirante, finishing upgrading his second generator there after being into tech. Arena still top mid. Take a look at Scoot. Scoot's in T2. Opting in for his expansion as well. We are seeing the heavy cryo cannon coming out of Sabrina. He's got to keep this unit alive a little bit longer. But again, Otis T's on this backdoor play here. Shield third on the backside. Second gen. Still only an Apex coming out of Abumosh. Does have his leader there. Still got to get that upgraded. That is 22 seconds out. Mine's coming on down for red team. Both leaders are going to come on in here. Snipes are still vulnerable. This T2 leader is going to be a problem for these T1 units here. But this is just buying time so Bsafe can get top middle and start pressing here. Finally pressing that mini. They never lost their respective mini. A lot of NGs in the sky here coming out of the trucks. He's just going to really utilize just this one power unit here and try to micro and keep his units alive. Bsafe coming on up here with his Marauders. We saw him saving up a lot of blue there. Got his double barrage there. Got a Apex up of his own. He's going to want to get some units out. Actually getting these Reavers out to deal with these NGs that we did see earlier. That's going to be 4th point for blue team. Blue team doing a great job trying to get some map control here. Not letting any cheesy plays. Overextending just enough to be annoying. Cutter bouncing back and forth on this front side here. Trying to challenge for this node. We're going to want to get these nodes back. Cutter is a great tool utilized to do that against a player. Unit is all by himself up top here. Bsafe is not going to fully challenge on it. Leader is upgraded there. But again, we saw that double heal coming out of red. Again, guys, if I'm moving too fast, I'm so sorry. These are some high-level players here, and I'm trying to keep up with all the information that they're giving us here. Yellow team setting a double racks down. Probably going to start pumping some counter units here. Garage coming down at us arena. And also an air pad as well. We might see some Kodiaks as they continue trying to take some map control. But it looks like blue team is just very in sync here. They're moving and grooving perfectly. Snipe still on the high ground. Cutter's been super annoying. He's not left his position. And Bsafe's finally going to swing around the side and come push this expo here. ODST drops come down on the main. NGs are not here to support, but there are Reavers inbound and on site to deal with it. Roxas here. Notes mine and ice combo coming down there. Massive engagement going down here at this expansion. Did see that Kodiak splashing in the back row coming out of red because he does have the garage down. Yellow's unit's going to be focused there, and he's going to teleport on out to save himself. And dark blue and light blue are just completely stacked here. They're going to chase that truck. They're trying to find it. They're going to start pushing the main, but there is a shield up coming out of Abumosh already. That expo is going to be denied, and Abumosh's population is down to 22, and a beam comes down out of dark blue here. The Trox player trying to get rid of these NGs, because that's the problem. Those NG bubbles cut 40% of the damage taken inside of it. You're going to want to get rid of that and push on up and start to pick these leaders here. Kodiak's on the backside there. A couple of Banshees in the sky from Bsafe, who's going to try to pick that. Set some mine downs to try to pick that. The shield is down for the leader. They're pushing on up here, trying to get the slows from the leader, from the Trox leader, but just not fast enough because he's also being slowed by these Kodiaks here. Great composition coming out of Bsafe. A couple of couple of Reavers on the field to deal with the NGs, a couple of Banshees in the sky because he knows his Kodiaks are coming on out, and they're pushing back on up here onto the red side's first respective node here. They did deny that expansion there, and Cutter doing a great job. Got the trucks out of position, catching these counter units out of position. This is all expensive for Abumosh, down to 8 population, and his eco is completely shot. Bsafe is listening to the callouts. He's going to rally back on in, and they're going to take advantage of Trox's fortifications there, and they're going to take that. You can see Abumosh has no more units. Let's take a look at Bsafe's eco, looking fantastic. 58 population versus alongside Almirante 78. Couple of hogs, leaders, ODST, and they're going to keep the aggression going on here. Dark Blue still on the front side here, protecting these nodes, not allowing Serena to take any nodes. Serena's gonna have to back on up and hide behind turrets. Still no watchtowers and only one turret out of the Serena player. A little bit greedy coming out of Scootman, who's double pumping Hornets and Nightingales on the back end there. Again, a lot of these counter units coming out of the Cutter player, coupled by Banshees and Reavers and a couple of Marauders out of the Trox. This one leader hits hard enough to deal with anything. Got some counter units on the back end. And that's going to be a double slow with the leader and the Marauders. Ice Block's coming down on defense as they try to press onto the shields here. A lot of red bar units coming out of Morante. He's probably going to want to get up this ramp, try to get some heals off as he cannot fight a turreted shield base. Gonna go heal his units real quick. Bsafe replacing his position. Finally seeing the Hornets coming out of red team. They noticed that expansion. They're going to have to deal with that. Bsafe is pushing on in. That's going to be 5th point online. I'm just curious to see if we're going to see that eradication on the base. Looks like see if Abumosh has his erad up. He's nowhere near it, and that's going to be the ultimate coming down out of the Cutter player here to help pop this shield. Serena comes on in. Mine's coming in from Dark Blue. Serena's trying to pick some of these, and that's a massive erad coming out of Bsafe. Gonna be dodged by Serena, who's gonna micro Hornets away. Abumosh has no units as he's fully pressed in here. Banshees challenging the Hornets here. Gonna lose a lot of Hornets to these Banshees. Bulwark coming down for Dark Blue, and just like that, that's gonna be fully wrapped for that. Serena dropping in her drop, but that's gonna be too little, too late. Trox is sitting right in front of the drop, and that's not gonna be a problem for him. These tanks are gonna be wiped immediately by the Banshees. And again, Abumosh has no units as both blue members are sitting here. Scoot trying everything that he can, puts a heal down, trying to keep his units alive. Again, the Trox is now vet 1. And he's going to sit and challenge everything here on his own. Just like that, game number 2 is going to be handed over to Texmex. Theory Crafter is going to be knocked out of the tournament, and we are moving on to quarterfinals. GG's to both teams, but Texmex is going to come out on top of that fantastic game. Very, very back and forth. And again, Scootman trying to get away with that leader build, but it just was not enough. Be safe and Almirante.